welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. And tonight's special is the free yes no as usual, and also the $5 taco box during the happy hour. There are other readings that you can get. There's the 1111 love reading. There's also the $6 taco box, which gives you an extra added sauce, which is like, oh, you know, just a channel message from a loved one, past, present, or future, even if they've crossed the rainbow bridge or it's a pet. Hey Ari, welcome back to the Chammy. Like I said, you can get the 1111 love reading, the $15 triple X reading, the $20 past, present, future, and the international standard $30 general reading. Every dollar you pay for a reading, it's 1+ minute, 1+ cards. How are you, Ari? How was your day? How's your mom? Good. I'm so glad she was fine today. I'm glad you had a good day. Also, what are you up to tonight? I'm just working. Cool. When's your birthday, honey? April 6th. April 18th. Okay. It's not too far away. What are you going to do for your birthday? Oh, are you turning 21? Oh, I bet you look so lovely in yellow. Growing up, my dad would sing me, he still sings a song to me, a Greek song called Maria Dressed in Yellow. Because I love the color yellow. We may go to the mall, maybe the movies, and do it. Okay, well, we'll have to have a birthday party for you here. Spirit, what does Ari need to know about her birthday party? Calling for Ari's most trusted and most strongest spirit guides. What does Ari need to know about her birthday this year? Are you? Is it your 21st birthday party, honey? My dog's at the door whining because he can't be in my arms. You know, while there will be a little bit of mystery, because birthdays are supposed to be surprises, you will definitely find comfort and strength in that day in your birthday. Yeah, the strength card saying your head will definitely be in the clouds. So, let me know how your 21st birthday party turns out. Sounds exciting. Yeah, you can ask. It's a free yes, no. All you have to do is like and subscribe and put whatever question it is that you'd like in the chat. I can help you with love, life, family, protection, finances, twin flame, soulmate. I do not do wins. There's no Madam Stormy DNA tests, no pregnancy questions, no health questions. Please don't ask me when you're going to die. Please don't ask me into time questions, and no cheating questions. So was I a dominatrix in a past life? I'm probably a dominatrix right now. In my spirit life somewhere. That's so funny that you said that, because one of my best friends is really into that kind of stuff, and it's just so funny to me. But it brings her lots of joy, so, you know, different strokes for different folks. But probably if I was a dominatrix, that's where I'd be. I would not be no son. Did I ever kick anyone in their balls? No, that would be mean and rude. Actually, I think I have. The guy who tried to kill me then tried to kill my boyfriend at the time. So the only way I could save my boyfriend's life was to kick the guy in the nuts. And it helped, because the guy had my boyfriend in a chokehold, and then once I went in for the kill, it's kind of funny, because I was on the phone with my grandmother when it happened. I'm like, what do I do, Grandma? She's like, kick him in the nuts, kick him in the nuts. So I listened to Grandma. I probably would not have had the guts or the glory to do that had I not been on the phone with her. It was very weird. Is Kanye dropping? Since you can read the future, I need to know. I think you already dropped, honey. Am I okay? I hope so. I hope you're okay too. A good Mexican restaurant could be great too for my birthday dinner or lunch. Yeah, that would be a nice idea. Let me check on my baby. What are you crying about?
What? Oh, honey, what is okay? All right.
All right, just maybe don't cook it more than 10 minutes, because it's a very little pizza, and don't cook it more than 10 minutes, because the oven's a little bit too hot. Okay? Baby. Sorry, he's being a big baby, so I'm gonna bring him here on my lap. He wants his mommy. Are you okay? Are them girls giving you a hard time in there? Are they trying to pick on my baby? Yeah. Have you had a chance to like drink yet, or like at home? Like, have you and your mom had wine, or have you decided what you want to drink for your 21st birthday? Or what kind of cake you might want? You want a bath? You want to take a bath? Could at you. You've been a big whiny baby today. Those girls have not been nice to you at all, have they? Sweet boy. Ooh, you know, I love me some cheesecake. Hey, Starry, how have you been? You want me to ask if Joseph loves you? Let's see what you need to know about that, sweetheart. Spirit, what does Starry need to know? Calling forth the most strongest and most trusted spirit guides. Does Joseph love Starry? Does Joseph love Starry Spirit, and what does Starry need to know about that? Yeah, they've been bullying him all day. Poor baby. You know, he's the only chihuahua I have that's 120% angel. The girls definitely have the devil in them. That's why he wears white and the girls wear blue, because you know that song Devil in a Blue Dress. Spirit, does Joseph love Starry? So Spirit is saying yes. The Fool card is a definite yes. There's something about your connection that makes them feel free and light, and it's like a new and fresh kind of energy for them. And they have their own love for you. Guess what, Rooney? We're never getting Pinot Grigio again because we do not like it. Oh yeah, they're very feisty, very feisty. Oh, you're so welcome, Starry. Thank you for coming by and liking the live and subscribing and adding your question to the chat tonight. I appreciate it. Hey, Elias. Welcome back to the Chammy. You know, Elias is a Greek name. I have a cousin that passed away with that name. You had conflict? Okay. Thank you, honey. He is adorable. My widow man. My widow man. My widow woody man. He is adorable, and it's so cute because like when he gets really excited and playful, he does this weird thing. I call it break dancing. He'll put his head like on the floor or on the couch, and he'll do this little twirl thing with his body. Like it's so weird. Like it looks like he's a dog break dancing. It's really cute. He's my cuddle bunny. My cuddle bunny. Well, he's been crying today because the girls have been picking on him. What's his name, Rooney? He's named after the rock band Rooney from the band. Yeah, it's a band called Rooney, and they're from LA. Really like their music. I've been a fan for a long time. The lead singer is a friend of mine. So I named him Rooney. Because I just love their music so much. That guy is such a good songwriter. Good love songwriter. Good songwriter, period. altogether. Probably one of the best songwriters of this generation. My day's been good, Veronica. How are you, sweetheart? Okay, what are you asking, Marcel? Yeah, sorry, Elias. You're making it weirder than it already is, so I'm gonna have to hide you from my channel. You might want to ask Molly that. I cannot answer that question for you, but Molly should be around tonight if you want to talk about it with her, okay? I cannot suggest something like that for you. I'm so sorry. I know nothing about that stuff, dear. I apologize, and I'm fantastic. Talked to my sister about my bizarre moment days ago, and I told you I realized this person is scared to like me because we have so much in common with these old women. Yeah. Oh, she doesn't have a channel. She's a moderator. She's a moderator of the channel. That means that she moderates the channel. So, like, if somebody breaks my rules, like, my rules are be groovy or leave, man. Come back when you feel better. Another one is, don't make it weirder than it already is. Another one is, like, please stick to the topic kind of thing that we're talking about. Another one is, they're there on the description, but I'm pretty sure there's a moderator there right now, but she's not there moderating because she's recovering from surgery. So she's usually only on later at night since she got out of surgery. But yeah, I'm not into that kind of stuff. I know nothing about it at all. Oh wow, the same sign. That's interesting, Veronica. Oh, let me go put him back inside. I'll be right back. Yeah, be nice in chat because Jack White is a moderator here, and you don't want the embarrassing screenshot of getting hidden from the channel by him. Veronica, you still there, babe? No wonder me being in their life might be like universe. Here you go again. Here's another person for you. LOL, don't fuck it up. No, I'm not sure I can't do anything for you, Russell. Unless you want to buy a tarot card reading. So now what, Veronica? What is your astrological sign, babe? Oh my god, we're both Scorpios. Nice. I mean, can you imagine that beautiful song being out all these years, and it takes this long? It takes this many years for me to feel it deeply. I miss her voice. I imagine like what it would have been like sometimes had she not passed away, and what it would have been like if they had made another record. I love the Cranberries. When's your birthday, honey? I don't know if we've talked about that before. You know I'm born on Halloween. Probably gave him PTSD. Sweetheart, you're nothing like her. Nothing like her. When's your birthday? Yeah. The universe works in mysterious ways. Are you twins? You mean like her and you? Oh, or is your birthday Halloween? Oh, the day before Halloween. Oh my God. Yeah, we're twins. Yep. Halloween birthday. That's why I put on the description I have a dark side. Don't make me use it. What's his astrological sign? Hello, from Turkey. How are you today? You think he's an air sign? Yeah. Libra or Aries or, wait a minute, you said an air sign? So Libra, Gemini, or Aries? Hello from Turkey, hello from Cyprus. Yeah, that's one reason I started doing the happy hours, because I knew there were some people that couldn't come by at the later hour. You're very right about that. Zodiac signs don't matter, and I feel like a lot of people um, get entangled in the idea that because they have, one bad experience with a particular astrological sign, that they're going to have another bad experience with the same astrological sign. It is just for fun, you're right. Nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. You're right. People are so much more than their natal birth chart. I really believe in that, and I find it interesting that depending on what time of year they were born or what decade they were born in, some of them actually have some of the same placements, because sometimes signs stay in certain placements for up to 10 years. What are your favorite astrological signs? Did I just see, is that a plane or a, oh yeah, it's a plane, not a firefly? Yeah. And then, everybody has a different Black Moon Lilith, which people don't often look at because the Black Moon Lilith is something rare that people don't always know about, that placement. Mine's in Virgo. But my natal chart is interesting because it's like, I'm like this square where I'm mostly Scorpio, Virgo, Sagittarius, and the other one is, yeah. I am mostly Scorpio, Sagittarius, Virgo. I have a dash of Taurus, a dash of Libra, and and that's about it. It's not too complicated. But I am a very earthy, fiery water sign. I don't have any Cancer placements. I don't have any Pisces placements. I don't have any Aries, Gemini. I might have a dash of Gemini. I might have a dash of Gemini. Dash of Gemini, dash of Taurus, and a dash of Libra. But mostly Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Like 3 or 4 placements in both those signs. And then, they had that earthquake in Thailand in 2004, which caused the earth to shift on its axis. So what happened is everybody's astrological charts got shifted a little bit. So while I was Scorpio, Taurus, I turned into Scorpio, Sagittarius, Taurus because of the earth just shifting a little bit because of that terrible earthquake in Thailand in 2004. Now I think they've had another one. I wonder if it's shifted the axis again. I'll have to Google it. Let me see. I think he turned into Libra. And then there's a little Greek island that's I think it's called Santorini or something like that. And all they did was have earthquake after earthquake after earthquake. I don't even know if the earthquakes ever stopped. Went on for days. So yes, while the shift is small, earthquakes can cause the Earth axis to shift. And the 2011 Japan earthquake is a notable example, shortening Earth's day to 1.8 microseconds and shifting the axis by 6.5 inches. Yeah, I remember that earthquake in 2011 in Japan. So the initial data suggests that Friday's earthquake in Japan on March 11th, I guess, on 2011, yeah, the main island, it moved about 8 feet and shifted Earth's axis by about 6.5 inches. So that means that our astrological signs have shifted even more into, mine was at 0, so I'm probably still at Sagittarius. And you're probably still at whatever your astrological chart is. Anything new so far with me? Not really. Not really. We fixed the car. We spent 3 days working on it. Dad has to have a biopsy on April 21st. So, but it's super rare. What they think he has, it only happens in 1 to 2% of men. It mostly happens to women. They're worried about a little nodule. So, it's so strange how, like, he's so healthy, happy, fit, and well. So the sooner the better. So make sure that, no matter what age you are, you're getting your cancer screenings. Because I think the earlier the better for anybody, really. I started getting my cancer screenings about 10 years ago. And while getting cancer screenings in your 20s sounds terrible, I had to start doing that because my mom died of cancer. Well, she didn't die of cancer, actually. My mom was murdered, but my mom had cancer when she died. So it's actually not on her death certificate that the cancer killed her, so. But yeah, nothing really new. Other than I'm back to blonde. Oh, that's good that you're making more money at work. I need that to happen to me. Ugh, working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day is really, it's exhausting, I'll be honest. You need a break. So I am going to get a break. I'm going to take the day off that my dad has his biopsy, and probably the day after that, because somebody donated $200 to the super chat and for reading, and YouTube will pay me on around that time when my dad goes in for his biopsy. That was very kind and generous of that person. Working 9 to 5, working hard to make a living. But at least you're off at 5, I'm off at more like 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey Nicole, welcome to the channel. Oh, thank you for that saying that. I know you would, honey. I know. I wish I could make that much money a month. I'm trying. Trying. I'm not trying, I'm doing. There's no such thing as trying. It's good to see you again, too, Nicole. Welcome back to the channel. Aw. Nicole, that's so sweet of you to say, honey. I think more than anything right now, I just want my dad to be healthier. I don't really know if I'm looking forward to chemo this summer. So, I was supposed to move to Nashville this year again, and now this, so hurts. How can you chase your dreams when there's just so many things that are in the way of them? And I know I always say, oh, don't focus on your limiting beliefs and circumstances, but it just keeps happening. So I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to move there.
Come for pizza?
Yeah, I want a pizza. I want some pizza.
Huh?
Yeah, I want some pizza.
You better come over here.
What is that
My
crazy
room.
fucking noise?
Hmm?
Yeah, I'll come get a slice.
You
Yeah,
hear something?
yeah, I heard something weird too. Pardon me. I'm back. It's dinner with Stormy now. I'm gonna dip my pizza in my wine. Because, wine is just dipping sauce for pizza. Oh, thank you, Hila. Sending much love and light your way too, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I just want Dad and I to be able to move in with my band and rock and roll. You're eating pizza too. Cheers. Drop the pizza on drop the wine on the pizza. Wine is just pizza sauce. Yep, that's about all Pinot Grigio is good for. Making food taste better. Hey Mindy, how you doing, babe? Oh, Gila, I don't do legal questions. Justice from MAA case on me. I don't do legal questions, honey. I apologize. Hey, Madeline. But remember, mind over matter.
You want this missing from this pizza?
Mm-hmm.
Go and bring it now. Put wine on it. Mrs. Brother-in-law, huh?
Oh, olives. Thank you, Daddy.
These olives. Get
Yeah.
the other one, I'll take the cup.
Yeah, this pizza would be really good with green olives on it. Yeah,
Right.
you're right.
Right, it's very good, better than any other pizza.
It is very good pizza. You can change your question, yeah. How have you been, Madeline? Hold on one second. I gotta get something. Somebody said something really creepy to me in chat earlier, so got my gun out because it was actually very uncomfortable what they said, so I blocked them from the channel because I was very uncomfortable with what they said to me earlier. Is it cold where I'm at? No. It's actually very comfortable. It's probably like 70 out right now. No, it wasn't the Russell dude, it was the Elias guy. I don't like the way he's or they're talking to me, so. And one of the rules is, don't make it weirder than it already is. So if you start making it weirder than it already is, then you start speaking tongues to me, you're getting hidden. I think Russell maybe just really wants to find somebody that they can role play with. I'll let Molly handle him. Or her, whoever it is. It's obviously a guy. No, it's not good, you're right. Okay, Nicole, how long am I going to be live for? Also, what guys are usually live? What days are... I'm usually live every single day, 2 to 3 times. I do the happy hour in the afternoons or in the early evenings like this, and then I do a later live in the evening with the Spirit Box and the REM Pod, where we like to talk to ghosts. If I'm not here, when you come back, then I will be here later tonight about 11:30, 11:45, okay? Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I think you're right. I think people are usually trolling. But this guy was like, "Oh, you're gonna remember who I am." Yeah. No, I won't. Won't remember who you are. But I think that at the end of the day, the best thing for me to do is just block them, hide them from the chammy, because, I don't need, like I said, it's already weird. Please don't make it weirder than it already is. Molly had to block a guy last night who asked me to fart in his mouth. Doesn't he know that girls don't fart? That's what I told him. She blocked him. You're right, they are trolls in their cave. Will you hear from Mark soon? Let's find out what you need to know about that. Spirit, I'm calling forth Madeline's most trusted and most strongest spirit guides. Will she hear from Mark soon? Will Madeline hear from Mark soon? Yes, he will, dear. You got the Chariot. Just keep him in your good thoughts. Keep, just expect it. No waiting around for it. Just expect it. He'll show up soon. Do the people in your past regret their bad actions towards you yet? Is it okay if they don't? If they don't, I just wonder. I also don't smoke, but I usually like to have a cigarette with my wine, so I keep them around. And I do not condone smoking. It's a disgusting habit. You know what I hate the most about cigarettes is the way they smell and the taste and everything. It's really just the nicotine with the alcohol that I think I'm addicted to at the end of the day. Spirit, I'm calling forth Madeline's most trusted and most strongest spirit guides. And if you are going to smoke, get yourself some organic American spirits. Please don't smoke that other trash. Spirit, what does Madeline need to know? I'm calling forth her most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does she need to know about this Mark guy? Is he going to tell her how he feels, too? I want to know. I'm just curious. I'm asking this question for myself, Madeline. Is he going to show her through actions in the not-too-distant future? What do we need to know about Mark right now and Madeline? What do we need to know, Spirit? Are you still there, Madeline? I hope you are. Let's see what the cards say. It's so funny how you got the Chariot again. So yeah, I feel like he does want to definitely conquest you. There's something about you in this High Priestess that this person feels like they can communicate with you. If they've got a problem, they know they can trust you to help them out with it or just listen. Even if they don't have a problem, they just need someone to talk to. Yeah. That's so funny. I roast pecans in the oven just so I can taste bacon because I swear, pecans in the oven taste just like bacon. I was telling Liz in chat last night I was gonna get some pecans, roast them in the oven, and pour chocolate on them so I could just taste this weird chocolate covered bacon thing they're all talking about, raving about in chat. I'm probably the only person you know that's like, bacon. Yuck. Vegan bacon, turkey bacon, pig bacon, any kind of bacon, it just grosses me out. And I used to not be like that, but went to go have breakfast one morning at a place that makes that thick bacon, and there was something kind of fleshy on it that freaked me out that looked like a nipple or something. Like, I don't know. It was so gross. I just could never do bacon again after that. I just can't do pig. I might as well eat a dog. Like dogs, squirrels, cats, raccoons, possums, peacock, swan, pig, stuff like that freaks me out really bad. I'm even freaked out by beef. I mean, I'll make beef bourguignon for my family, you know, for special occasions when we get together because we don't get to see each other often, but I'll make steak and hamburgers for my dogs, but I got recently, even though I'm recovering vegan, I recently got really grossed out by the fact that I learned that you can go to PetSmart and buy a human pregnancy hormone. Human pregnancy hormone is what us women make when we're pregnant or when we're menstruating. And cattle farmers can go to PetSmart and buy this human pregnancy hormone to give to their cattle to help them stay in that fertile kind of vortex, so they continue to have babies and they can continue to make milk even if they're not pregnant. And it kind of just really grosses me out, because at the end of the day, how is it that when we're not like the cow, we're not even the same species, how is that not somehow some form of cannibalism? Like, it just really freaks me out. That's all I gotta say about it. It really grosses me out. And the only reason I was looking up human pregnancy hormone is because I used human pregnancy hormone to lose a lot of weight. I went from like size 0 to size what the fuck. They were like, what's wrong with her? You know, does she have a thyroid problem? Does she have PCOS? But really what it was an emotional eating disorder. So I went from size 0 to size what the fuck in like less than a year. So I went from like 110 pounds, size 0, 5'4", to like 280 pounds. And it got to the point where it's like, I've always been a very athletic, strong, healthy girl. I couldn't even pick up a fucking box. So I went to see my doctor, who is a holistic doctor. He also practices traditional medicine, but he's like, look, we got to do something, because if we don't get you to lose this weight quickly, you're going to develop, like, you know, diabetes. You're already borderline. You're going to develop heart disease. And we don't want that to happen. So we went through, like, all the options. You know, I tried it by myself. It didn't work too great. He put me on the human pregnancy hormone, and I went from 180 pounds to 160 pounds. So yeah, I had to do a couple rounds, but it worked, and I have not gained the weight back. So then I tried. I knew that they were saying HCG can cure obesity, so I was like, well, let's see how long it takes me to gain at least 25 pounds back eating whatever I want. So I did just that. I gained the 25 pounds back, but it took me 2 years to gain the 25 pounds, to go from 60, 70 to 80 to, I'm like 195. I'm not 195 anymore, but I've lost some of that weight since then. But it took me 2 years to gain that weight back eating whatever I wanted. So I thought that was interesting. Spirit, what is Helia? I'm calling forth her most strongest and most trusted spirit guides. Well, the people who hurt them in the past, I'll regret what they did to them. I'll never do Ozempic. No, I don't want to do Ozempic. Molly's on Mounjaro. She was on it for a little while to help her lose 20 pounds, and then she got off of it, and she went right back to eating disorder issues. And now I don't even think that she can do Mounjaro, because she's going through recovery with surgery for her foot again. Spirit says yes, they will. Hila, they will regret it. I'm sorry that somebody hurt you, sweetheart, or anybody hurt you. That sucks. That was the world card, by the way. Am I scared of Ozempic? My doctor was actually like, oh, you want to lose the last 50 pounds? Let's try Ozempic. I've got the semaglutide shot for $150. So I didn't take it that day. I just went and read up about it, and I was like, no, I don't want to do this to people who really need this medicine for their insulin, because there is an insulin shortage. So I was like, I don't think so. No. Because I've really faced my emotional eating disorder head on. I really have. I really have done very well with it. Um, so now what I'm doing is, just Whole Foods. Whole Foods. I work out every day. I drink. I don't drink really anything outside of coffee, tea, or water. I don't crave it. Oh, I'll have some apple juice sometimes. Maybe I'll have some orange juice that I squeeze freshly from oranges. I might make a lemonade sometimes, but I pretty much Whole Foods. I mean, we had some pizza tonight, but it's also an organic pizza that just has mozzarella and spinach on it. And that's about as processed as I've had this week. You made mashed potatoes out of chips? That sounds interesting. It was nasty. I fucking bet. Ooh. I love it when that happens. Do you have my phone number? I'll send you my phone number and an email. You can text me anytime. I do have some stuff I'd love to share with you that I'm not going to share on the chat. Like just personal private stuff you might find funny. I feel like I'm doing pretty well putting my old love stories behind me. So that's been nice. Because I was tired of that quantum entanglement. I'm not looking forward to being rejected again, though. Yep. When you don't see that person for a while, what do you say? I don't know. It's not often that I get to see them, so I mean the last thing I said to the specific person I just let go was I told him basically how do you tell someone that you love, cherish, and adore that somebody they love, cherish, and adore tried to kill you. And I just left it at that, and he left me on scene. I wanted to tell him face to face for years, and I had the chance to tell him face to face, but I couldn't move on without at least, sending a message to let him know, and I really wanted to move on because I'm tired of, I was getting tired of the emotional torture that it caused me for a decade. And I can't believe I put myself through that. I wish I had have had the courage to tell him that night that he asked me about it face to face. So that was like a big step for me, in growth and harmony. And I'm a lot happier. So So, you know, if he wants to stay in his Pearl situation, that's fine. I don't want to be a part of it. And what I mean by Pearl, have you ever seen the movie Pearl with Mia Goth? Here, let me just give you like a quick description about what I feel about it. So, watching someone I care about, who I love, who is afraid to step up for themselves, okay, because they are afraid of their partner physically. Yeah. Because they know that they're crazy. And they know what they're capable of. It doesn't just happen to women, it does happen to men. You know, there's nothing I can do other than to keep myself happy, harmonious, and balanced, because that's the state of mind I like to stay in. Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely batshit crazy, that movie. And if there's any guys in any Pearl situations, get out. There's help for you. Promise. Yeah, it's like, what do you do? I mean, they're so afraid to break free from it because, you know, they know that the person that they're with is a psychopath. Yeah, like really have no choice but to just move on, you know? I'm gonna send you an email. Veronica. Well, yeah. So you could just see some things. I mean, sometimes you need to have situations like that so you can see some things. I mean, you want to have a happy, harmonious, healthy, fun, loving relationship. And he doesn't know what he wants. I don't think he knows what he wants. And if he's scared, which is normal for us human beings to get scared like that because we don't want to get into another conundrum, it can be very difficult finding the courage you need to find to tell somebody anything. Even hello. It's interesting that you would remind him so much of his ex when you're so different from that person, though. But it can happen easily, you know, because of PTSD or, you know, just the basic fear of and knowledge of, you know, what could be. Once again, it's limiting beliefs and circumstances, you know. He has these limiting beliefs and circumstances, which you can work through. You can change that version of him. You can change the situation. While we can't change people, we can still change how a situation shows up to us. We can manifest that. But it's like at the point, it's like, you know, at what point does it become a drag? You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you could be manifesting other relationships with other people who really want to be attentive to you. You ever asked him if he's interested? I know Sugar came by. There's this new guy that she likes, and she was trying to put together a text message to ask him, you know, what she wanted to ask him, which was basically, you know, what are you interested? So some people in chat helped her craft a nice text message that would have gotten the point across, but she was too afraid to do it, so she didn't text it at all to ask him if he was interested, which is what she wants to know. And this is the thing, is that, so I think so many of us get lost in the idea of somebody else's fears and their thoughts, and, you know, what would happen that might not be so pleasing, and instead of just, you know, letting go and asking, are you, you know, are you interested? So that they can either be interested or move on to another, you know, hopeful situation that they might be able to be open to and find, because they know that other person is not interested at the time. And I still wonder, like today, is Sugar running around wondering if he's still interested? And I feel like we could really, as people, you know, find what we're looking for if we're just honest and upfront. And a lot of people are afraid to do that. They're afraid to put something in motion like that. You know, because they don't want to lose the person, they don't want to lose the connection, they don't want to go through rejection. They find themselves afraid of, you know, having more situations that don't serve them or whatever. But I think it would really serve anybody to be like, you know, sooner than later, are you interested? Especially before the penis goes into the vagina. Because why waste your time? Why waste your time manifesting whatever it is that you want to manifest when you know up front that somebody might not be so interested in you at the time? I saw him again. I can tell he's struggling without me for a bit. Is he older than you or younger than you? I sent you an email, by the way. Right now I'm having multiple crushes and my person is like I feel affinity most right now, but it could change. Yeah, I don't really have that. I've never really had crushes on multiple people. I don't know why I'm like that, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Which one do you like the most? Your specific person? But it's like I like the person and they can be something, but a specific person I feel like the other one's kind of just there. Yeah. I think after this live, I'm gonna go work on music because I feel inspired. Hey Amber, how are you, dear? In fact, I'm just gonna get my guitar right now.
Are you guys waiting for me to come?
can't get a channel message from cards in my personal so far. Yeah, sure, honey. What, you want to get a $6 taco box? Or... Do you mean like a suggestion as to a reading? Like which reading should you get? God, this song is from 1992? Just give me the chords and the lyrics. You stupid Google. Oh, a lot of cards would be nice, do you think? Do the 1111. We can do the $15 triple X. We can do the $20 past, present, or future, or we can do the $30 one, or you can do that $6 taco box where you can ask 3 questions and get the channel message. But whatever reading you get, I'll do a channel message for you. So figure out what you want, babe. And so it's just a lot of finger picking. It's not like it's chords. What beat is that? Every possible way. What beat is that? Thank you for your donation. That's so generous and kind of you. I knew a band like this before, and I'm feeling it even more. Okay, I'll have to work on that later. That's such an interesting song. I love that chord progression. Alright, babe. So you want the $15. Let me get the cards. 1 second. Hold on. What are you doing in there? This is not a dog safe place. I looked everywhere for him and I find him in a pillow and then he couldn't get out of it. Poor little thing. Alright, I'm gonna take him to his grandpa. I'll be right back and I got the cards, okay? Okay, I'm back. Wait, I'm not back. Hold on. Yeah, that Cranberry song today, I heard it today for like the first time in a long time. What's it called again? It's called Dreams by the Cranberries. I heard that today, Veronica. I felt that song so deeply for the first time in my life. I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to cover that. All right, let's get into your reading, honey. Thank you so much for your donation tonight. I appreciate that. It's okay, honey. I actually never get annoyed when I do your readings. Poor Maureen. I do get annoyed when I do her readings because she likes to ask if her ex Samuel is casting black magic or spells on her, and I'm just like, no, girl. You can't be getting lost in that kind of fucking because you'll never come back. So I refuse to answer her questions about her ex because I want her to turn away from that, and that way she can be a better version of herself and know that she has the power to stop that kind of fucking. Pardon my French, she too. Spirit, I'm calling forth Veronica's most trusted and most strongest spirit guides. What does she need to know? And what are your questions, sweetheart? I'm just going to take out a couple of cards while we're hanging out here to see what we need to know, and while I wait for your questions in the chat. I'm calling forth Veronica's most trusted and most strongest spirit guides. I feel like because that card is like just sticking up there, even though it's not. Ooh, the devil. The sexiest guy in the deck. We've got a beautiful, look at how beautiful this is. But I want you to take notice of something about this card in regards to what you need to know. You know how I've talked before in the past about the ladder technique? This is the Eight of Wands. This is all about communication. Not just communication through your voice, but through your physical contact. But notice the ladder. I've talked about this ladder technique before. This ladder technique is something that I've used before just to see how long it might take me to manifest something. And I might do this ladder technique again just to test myself. But it's where you take a piece of paper and you put on them, you take several pieces of paper. You put, I will not climb the ladder on the piece of paper. You put it on your dashboard of your car. You put it in your bathroom. You put it next to your bed. You put it in your kitchen, your living room. You put it everywhere. Or else just the most places that you dwell during the day. You might even, while you're at work, want to put it somewhere, like, and tell your coworkers, like, I'm working on a project, you know. But you've got to remind yourself, I will not climb the ladder throughout the day. Then, before you go to bed at night, tell yourself, I will climb the ladder. I will climb the ladder. I will climb the ladder while you're falling asleep, even if it's just to yourself. And then see how long it takes you to see a ladder, manifest a ladder, climb a ladder. You might even climb a ladder in your dreams. When I did this, it was maybe about, the first time I tried it was actually early 2021. And I didn't climb a ladder, but I saw a ladder. And it was like weeks later. Then I tried it again at the end of 2022 when my dad was diagnosed with colon cancer. And I fell asleep and I was trying to climb an escalator in the sky with my crutches. And then my mom shows up as an angel and she's like, baby, I'll help you climb the ladder. I was like, okay, Mom, let's do it. And I instantly started getting better. Physically, mentally, emotionally, he got better. Everything's just gotten so much better. And there's this meditation that I really like. It's called the God something. I'll send it to you in an email. It's not about going into God mode, but it is about knowing that you are a part of that energy. Okay, your Creator creates things. The universe. Okay, I'm talking about the universe. Creates things that we cannot create. But it creates wonderful things that we can create with to create miracles for ourselves and create miracles for others. So I feel like what the Eight of Wands is letting you know about your life in general, your love life in general, your sex life in general, is that it's important for you to communicate this. And you're communicating it right now with me, and we're going to go also through the description of the book in a minute to get a deeper view of that. Then you got the devil. Ooh, look how handsome he is. This is very powerful, prominent Capricorn energy. And this devil, and let me get the other devil. These are the only two devils I keep in the deck because, I don't believe in the devil that way, the way that people traditionally believe in the devil. Hey, how are you doing? Well, welcome, Sky Blessings back. I don't believe in the devil the way other people do, Veronica. I like to be fair with everyone and everything. I don't look at the devil as a bad thing. I don't look at the devil as anything. It's not something that haunts me, is there to scare me, is there to freak me out, is there to make me stay in check. I kind of just I look at Lucifer just like the way the Netflix TV show is. Like this crazy kind of kooky, energy that, is just there. And I feel that everybody and everything has a redemption day and can be forgiven. And in my reality, I really believe that God and the devil have worked things out. And, and that their love, especially God's love, the universe's love, is so powerful that it has been able to overcome, the negativisms that have been projected. So, I keep Blanche Devereaux in the Golden Girls deck, which I just recently found in the house, which I had lost for months and months and months. And then I keep this devil because it reminds me of Pan, and he doesn't look spooky. So neither devil looks spooky in my deck. Blanche Devereaux is a wonderful energy to embody, Veronica. And what I love about this devil card and this devil card is it's telling you to be playful. It's telling you to use this kind of devil girl energy, not to be bad or mean or do mean things to people, but to really embrace your sexuality. Really embrace who you are as a sexual being, because one thing about us as human beings is that there is so much of a facade around love and sex and marriage and dating and having a partner that we can kind of get lost and desensitized in that kind of energy, especially with the fact that there's handmade manual tools that you can use to bring you to orgasm without you really having to try hard by yourself or even try with somebody else. which can lead a lot of people to becoming addicted to masturbating with electronic devices that can just do it for them instead of them actually reaching their full potential when it comes to orgasms and sex. It goes a lot deeper in what I'm trying to say. Sex can go, your orgasm, your playful times with your partner or somebody that you might feel very connected to. It can be so much more deeper and magical than just some tool you can go out and buy at the store. And I feel like what Spirit's telling you in this Devil card is to not so much go out and just sleep with anybody, but be in touch with your sexual side. Accept it. Okay? It's a part of you, and it's who makes you who you are today. And do what you can to explore that side of yourself, learn more about that side of yourself, even if you're just learning it by yourself, even if you're just, experimenting by yourself and exploring yourself in a way that you find happy, healthy, harmonious. And, I feel like that is something that Spirit's telling you through the Devil card and pledge. Not so much go out and be a slut and sleep with anybody you can be to figure out your sex life, but more or less, engage in certain situations. Maybe there is somebody that you like or somebody that you trust in that kind of realm of things that might want to, I don't know, hang out with the Kama Sutra in you one day. Or, finding that sexual liberation within yourself. What are your limits? What are you feeling? What do you like? What is it that it takes to get you to your ultimate desire? And then you have this beautiful card here, and it's, let me see which card it is. It's kind of dark. Hold on. Page of Wands. Page of Wands can be about somebody giving you the opportunity to communicate. So there is somebody here that does want to give you the opportunity to ask you, is there a connection? Is there something special here between us? Could there be more? Who it is, I don't know. Does the man on the card look familiar? You know what I'm saying? Because the Page of Wands, traditionally, it's just a page. It's one of the smaller cards. It's not like a major arcana like the Devil or the Lovers or whatever. But once again, it is a Page of Wands. It's Wands about communicating. Hey, Sag girl, I'm in a paid reading, sweetheart. Sky blessings. The general readings are $30. So he is down bad where I feel these sexual energies. Okay, let's see what he needs. You want to know if he's feeling down or bad? Spirit, is Veronica the person she's asking about? Is he down bad where I feel there? Is he down bad where she feels these sexual energies? Spirit says yes, but he'd like to become stronger in that department, have more courage in that department, to feel more comfortable with arms around him. He might not be very sexually experienced, honey. He probably doesn't even know what the Kama Sutra is. Sag girl, check your email. Maybe he has. found out that already he's not super experienced. Made me feel relieved that I won't make fun of him, but explore with him, like guide him. Spirit, what does she need to know about that right now? Oh, yes, he would. He would really like that a lot if you were to guide him and teach him and share with him that kind of thing. And then you got a double yes with the reversed death card. And not a whole lot of transformation in his love life or sex life there. It's a mystery to him, to be quite honest. It's been a definite mystery to him. Let me look up something real quick about these other cards I dropped. Is there a particular thing he wants to do? Yes, he wants to motorboat you, honey. Let's see what the cards say. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Spirit, is there a particular thing that Veronica's person would like to do with her? Yes, he definitely in this High Priestess would like to get to know you a little better. There are some things that he would really feel comfortable in telling you that he would not want to tell anybody else, okay? He does want to make this offering to you, but he wants to make sure that it's something that shows his respect and his loyalty. Like, he doesn't want to just wham bam thank you man. You've got the, what is this? Is this the Four of Swords? Pentacles. I'm still learning this card. Four of Pentacles is a very well and balanced card about emotions. This person wants to make sure that the emotions that you both are having are balanced, and you know, that you have this connection here where you both understand where you're going and what you both want. But you can clearly see in both of these cards, you know, the person is worried a little bit in the Three of Swords here. You know, they don't want to get hurt again. They want to play this harp of love and music to you. You know, they do want to give you love bites and have a special experience with you. But they're kind of worried about people looking on. They're nervous about what other people might think once again. They have a hard time of letting go what other people might think. But at the end of the day, they really want to spend some comfortable time with you, some comforting time with you, some caring time with you, happy, harmonious kind of time with you. But is there anything specific, Spirit, that he would like to try with her? So interesting that you have the beautiful Four of Cups, which Four of Cups can kind of be a bit of a scary card, because it's like, it can be about a card where in the past that they've been bored in their sex life and their love life in the past, but they want to cut ties with that boredom. They are feeling something magnetic about you, where they're more looking at the future. See how they're both looking forward instead of behind them in this love story in this card. They would really like to have sex with you outside. They've always wanted to experience something in nature, sexually. So I feel like the Ten of Wands is letting you know that they would really like to take a load off in nature with you. I mean, it just is what it is. So funny. Let me get all these cards in order real quick so I can go through them with you regarding what the book says. Even though I don't like to read out of books, I still like to go back with this particular deck and go through certain aspects of the cards just to see what the book says and see what correlates. Is correlate even a word? So we've got those cards. Put this card up here. But yes, this person is, let's give you a minute to look at that. They have all kinds of fantasies about you. But afraid to act out on them. In that Three of Swords. Because they've been hurt before. They may have even been emasculated sexually. They may have even been told in the past, you know what, you're a lame lay. You're boring. Happens. Hey CR, welcome to the Jamie. You just woke up. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. I'm having a glass of wine and doing a sexual magical tarot reading for Veronica. And smoking an American Spirit. But it's good to see you, CR. Good morning. Good morning, India from Atlanta. The background is different today because it's nighttime and I'm out on the porch. Are you okay?
Yeah, you still have pizza, Mom.
Okay, I'll come eat the pizza when I'm done with this reading, okay? Hey Riley, welcome to the haunted house and a creepy graveyard. You can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house and a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with disgustingly cute dogs. You can get a free yes, no. You can get a $5 taco box. It is the happy hour. You can also get a $6 taco box. There's the 1111 love reading, the $15 triple X love reading, as well as the $20 past, present, future, or the $30 general reading, which is an international standard. I'm not disgusting. Is somebody telling you that you're disgusting, Riley? Hey, Zenian, welcome back, honey. Okay, I'll put it out. I'm doing a sexual magical tarot reading for Veronica and having a Pinot Grigio. It's Friday night. Give me a break. Let me have some fun. God, there's nothing funnier than watching you play Summoner in FFXI. I have to tell you that. Weren't you the one that hates playing White Mage, or was it Marinka or Tara? Tara that hates. I guess y'all hated playing White Mage, but I don't know. But not seeing you as anything other than what that main class is that you play. What was it? Were you a ninja? I think you were a ninja. Oh my God! And I saw this thing today at the store. You know how grocery markets have fresh sushi every day, and the sushi at the Kroger down the street is called Zenshin. Isn't that hilarious? Oh, that's right. You were a monk. That's so fucking cool. You're a monk. Did you pick monk because you felt attuned to that kind of character or that kind of being on Earth? Did you feel something about monks that you feel relatable to monks? I'm just curious. It always felt like you sucked at White Mage. You're an incredible tank. I really enjoy playing that game with you, man. You're a great game player. If there's anybody I'd want to have my back in any game, it would be you, Zinian. thank you. I slept like a baby last night, or I should say this morning, because I didn't go to bed until 6 o'clock in the morning because I got in an argument with Tarzanian. He was being a baby man. But we got over it. We hugged and made up. But I got such good sleep today, and I think it was because before I went to bed, I had a nice cup of sleepy time tea, so maybe the herbs just really helped me sleep better last night. Cooking cola smoking. I'm actually not a cigarette smoker. I just want to make that very clear that I'm not a cigarette smoker. Tonight, I wanted to have a cigarette with my Pinot Grigio while doing tarot and hanging out with you guys. It's not a normal, everyday thing. So, I think that's funny that he's worried that people will think, I'm assuming his business associates. Well, I don't think it's so much as his business associates as much as what is it going to be that you also might think. Let's go back to that card for a minute, because this isn't, Three of Swords in this deck isn't so much about heartbreak as it is about being shy. Being shy sexually. And we've already confirmed that, and you already know that he's not as sexually experienced as maybe some other men. But see, he's playing the beautiful harp. He's got all those candles lit. You know, it might even be that he's shy because he doesn't know where he could have this sexual liberation with you, because your privacy regarding, having the privacy and feeling uninhibited, because he has the privacy to not have to worry that maybe somebody else is hearing, or somebody else might be peering in or sneaking in on listening to your copulating. Is that a word? Copulation. Well, and FF games are things I enjoy. Me too. I've always been a Final Fantasy fan. They are more about using their bodies versus using tools. Durable with HP, using their fists and chi and chakra. Yeah, I just wondered, like, if you had felt like some kind of connection with monks in general. Like, I became a red mage because I love the color red. I love the color red more than white. I love the color red more than black. I just think that red is a beautiful color. And I just thought it was so cool, red mage, that felt like, yeah, that's me in real life. I'm a red mage. In real life, that's me. I'm gonna play that character. I'm gonna play that doofus, the red mage that gets lost all the time. Man, did I get us lost so many times. Okay, good morning. You have a good time with your morning routine. Make sure you brush your teeth. I didn't know this until recently, that it's important to, like, brush your teeth before you have your coffee. So I started earlier last year brushing my teeth the moment I wake up instead of just going for the coffee, because like every 8 hours it's important to brush your teeth because of biofilm. You brush your teeth every 8 hours and you'll keep away from cavities and having to go to get all the crazy stuff that might happen if you don't. Do you have any other questions, Veronica? Because I'm going to start looking into more in depth of these cards while we're just hanging out, because we have nothing better to do. Even though, like, the next live is going to start in an hour and a half. And I got to go soon so I can eat some dinner. I found out that from his friends, unintentionally, he's inexperienced. So yeah, I'm not inexperienced, but not super experienced. I guess that balances out. I mean, I know what I like. Every red mage gave up their sense of direction. Literally, every red mage was useless when it came to following paths and direction. Ain't that the truth? Chris got lost in a straight line. She would. Oh my God, she was worse than me. I miss her. Why the fuck did she have to leave? Oh. I'll never forget that time she went and got that job at UPS, and she was like, "Man, they treat the packages like shit." So I don't. I try to not order through UPS. I had some cannabis delivered through UPS once, and it took them 2 weeks. It was a fucking mess. They lost my package, and then they finally found it. I was like, Quest is right. I'm never doing UPS again. Once was enough. And my girlfriend in Kentucky sent me Jack White's album, his new album, No Name, through UPS, and they practically almost destroyed the record. Why does he feel shy or shameful of his sexual thoughts of me? We're gonna get that in a minute. We're gonna get that in a minute. That information in a minute. Just give me a second. I'm looking it up. Because I've had the Sexual Magical Tarot deck now for 2 years, but not enough people buy the reading for me to be able to really study the cards. So I'm like still like I know some of what the card readings are because they are different compared to the Rider's Waite, but I don't study them enough. I don't get enough of these kind of readings to really study them, to memorize them. But some of the meanings are quite different than, say, a typical Rider's Waite Smith deck. And I even got my hands on some medieval meanings of the tarot cards recently, which I'm really excited to study tonight when I get in bed. Okay, so we've got your devil here with his phallus symbol in his hand. Give me 1 second, darling. So, magnetism, liberating orgy. Eros is a grandiose force that, when deviated, becomes dangerous, risking deception, betrayal, and blackmail. So, Eros is Aphrodite's son. You could equivalent him to Cupid with this card. So feel very well that this card means that your person is very magnetized to you, sexually, physically, mentally, emotionally. It would be very easy for them to be not only physically naked in front of you, but emotionally naked in front of you. But they do worry about deception, betrayal, and blackmail because that's all they've ever experienced in their sexual experiences or in their relationships, unfortunately. We got this card, which was the ladder again, okay? Keep dropping cards. Pleasure, in and of itself, is like the essence of springtime, savoring eroticism. Your pastimes together allows you some breathing room. So it's almost as if the card is saying that, springtime has come, you both are kind of hot and heavy for each other. And the pastimes that you've had together away from each other have actually allowed some breathing room for you to savor your eroticism or your attraction in their time here in this new spring that we're having. And they do want to talk to you more about that. So, when, I don't know. This person might be a little bit worried that, you know, you guys will love each other and then leave each other. Like, they don't want to just have sex with you and then be abandoned, okay? They don't want to just make love and then it's over. We talked about the High Priestess and him wanting to confide some of these things in you. We talked about him giving you an offering, but he wants to make sure that there is, you know, that there is, it's definitely something you want, something that you find, that you need, that you want to keep, that you find precious. This person doesn't want to go through another heartbreak, okay? And this Three of Swords. Let's get more into this Three of Swords here to find out what it was about your question regarding this card. But not super experienced, I guess, but I mean, why does he feel shy or shameful for his sexual thoughts? And we can ask that too in a minute. The magic of the black pepper. Excitement allows overcome a lack of affection. However, if this should continue, you will have to seek forgiveness and not punish yourself excessively for you. I guess this person worries if they're going to be good at anything, giving you the affection you need, giving you the attention you need, giving you what you need, what you feel you want. You know, that's where the shyness comes from, because they're, once again, inexperienced in that realm of things. Spirit, what could it be that makes him so shy? Could you just kind of clarify it for her? Is it a modesty thing? It is definitely a modesty thing in this Justice card. It's a part of it, definitely. Definitely. Would you like me to do your channeled message now? So he does feel magnetized towards you. He does want to give you something special. He does feel something special there that he'd like to pursue. He does have some fears, but they're not so much that he is not willing, because he is willing. But at the same time, are you willing? You know, are you up for, you know, continuing to manifest what it is that you feel you want? Okay, channel message. I'm going to use the Sexual Magical Tarot for this. If I feel the need to pull Golden Girls or the Love Tarot, I will. Spirit, I'm calling forth Veronica's most trusted and most strongest spirit guides in regards to what does she need to know that her specific person wants to say to her. Can we get a channeled message from him from the Sexual Magical Tarot deck? I saw this card, and I'm just going to pull it out now because it is on the bottom of the deck. This is going to be a clarification card for this whole channeled message, and what this is saying is that this person feels that you both could make some really good plans, live them out together in a happy and harmonious way. I just love that card. It's my favorite card from the deck. I'll show it to you again in a minute. Let me get the channel message from him. My card was face down, so I'm not gonna pick it up. They're writing poems about you. I don't know if he writes poems, but he's definitely been inspired to write some poems about you. He may even want to share them with you. Alright. So he does think the world of you, and he does want to experience this world with you. Not just a sexual, happy, harmonious relationship, but see the world with you, travel the world with you. And you know that one card that said that one of the sexual experiences that he'd like to have would be like in nature. You know, he might be a little bit of an exhibitionist and want to travel the world and have sex with you in some interesting places that are in nature. But this person does want to experience your world, experience what your world is like, and experience you as their world. They might even want to sexually dominate you. They may not know how, but they know that they want this. They know that they want to excite you and bring you something special that maybe you both have never experienced, okay? This person is writing poems about you. They think deeply in love with you. They feel like what they've met with you is not just magnetism, but also innocence. It's like, you know, this is somebody who you can both learn together about this love style, this love story, this, you know, this sexual prowess, this what you both like and both need and both want. With the Emperor here, this person definitely wants to put these things in order with you. They might not know how to right now. I'm sorry, this card is upside down. But it's definitely been on their mind. To have this feeling of love and sex and adoration and connection and positivity and something that just feels right is what they're looking for, and they feel that they have found it in you, and they will conquer you. Whether you like it or not, they will. And they may even conquer you before you even realize it. So, remember what I said about asking someone if they're interested? There's nothing wrong with asking someone if they're interested. I know that a lot of people feel antsy about that. I did tell Suga, a lot of us told Suga just to ask the guy that she was curious about, you know, if he was interested. And, you know, she kind of chickened out and just asked how he was doing instead. But really, asking somebody if they're interested is going to be probably the best thing for you. And many, many people that I meet here in the chat that I do readings for, because what it will do is you know, it'll put you right where you need to be. Okay, so I know that they're not interested. Okay, so I know they are interested. Or maybe they're not interested now, but they are in the not too distant future. So you're not sitting around spinning your wheels all day long wondering. Okay? Because what a lot of people do, they get together and after the penis goes into the vagina, you know, they start questioning. They start wondering. They start asking these questions. You know, and because they have fallen into bed too quickly, sometimes there becomes a wall. You know, sometimes it's not like for everybody else where they just, you know, I've had to tell a lot of people, look, when somebody's interested in you, it's on like Donkey Kong. You just know. All right? And when it's not on like Donkey Kong, it might be like on like Donkey Kong at some point, but, you know, you gotta ask. I feel that so many people would be better off just asking, like, are you interested, or do you think you might be interested in the not too distant future or in the future, just so they know. Like, and I really feel like a lot of people, if they do that before the penis goes in the vagina, a lot less people would be getting hurt and feeling rejected. Yeah, you can ask another question. Does he want to spoil you? It's a funny question because, you know, the world card was giving me those vibes, definitely. Oh, and we need to come back to this card. Hold on. My favorite card in the deck. So we're going to look at this one in a minute and see what the meaning is on the book for it. Spirit, does he want to spoil her? Does he want to spoil Veronica? Yes. I always thought this card was so beautiful. Let me show it to you. 1 second. Yes, he does want to spoil you in this chariot. He would like to take you places you've maybe never been before. Maybe you both could go together. You know, you see him carrying you away on this horse. Yeah, this person would definitely like to spoil you and share this world with you in a way that they've never experienced before. The Two of Wands. Yeah, I love the Two of Wands card. Hey Mara, I'm in a paid reading, but I'd be happy to ask your free yes or no question in a moment. I love this card. The magic of the ribbon tied around your leg. The force of understanding and desire and the craving for nostalgia helps to rediscover a feeling that you thought you both had lost. This reminds me so much of you guys sitting at that table at that restaurant where you guys were eating dinner or lunch or whatever. Just rediscovering each other in your situation. And you'll have more moments. You really will. You'll have more moments. It's not the end. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Well, I hope that gives you some kind of clarity in your connection with your person, Veronica. I know we went over more than 15 minutes and 15 cards, but don't worry about sending an extra tip or anything unless you really want to. But I just felt it was so important to like kind of deep dive into this while I have you here to help you out a little bit with that situation. But just have fun with it, whatever it is. You know, it's definitely not something that you should give up on. It's definitely something that could serve you both. And you both could have a lot of fun. And who knows, might turn into a happy, harmonious, beautiful marriage someday. Don't worry about the other girls. Don't worry about the other sexual partners. Don't worry about the past. Just stay here right now. And that's what will serve you best. Let me see how much time I have on the iPad. Because I'm at 43%. I'm gonna have to go pretty soon because it takes forever for this iPad to charge, and I am gonna do another live tonight. So if you want to get a free yes or no question, please ask it now as I'm getting ready to end the live and go have some dinner. So did you stop looking them up on social media? Is this person like your specific person? Like this is the person you want to be with? Or something? Spirit, should they stop looking them up? I always suggest don't be looking at somebody you like social media. You might find things you don't like. Yeah, see, here's the thing about that. Here's how I feel about social media. I'm the kind of person, if I like you, especially if I like you for boyfriend material, partner material, lover material, friend material, I don't give a fuck. If you follow me, like my shit, comment, that doesn't mean shit to me. What means shit to me is your actions. Even more so than your words. So if you want to like something, great. If you want to leave a comment, great. If you want to follow me on social media, that's fucking awesome. I really do appreciate that. But at the end of the day, social media means absolutely nothing to me. It doesn't show me that you really care and want to have a serious connection with me as a person, one-on-one. It's irrelevant. But your actions to me outside of social media, your actions towards me, even on social media, they're important to me, but they don't validate who I am as a person, and they don't make me feel validation. I validate my own self. Okay, I'm very accountable, and I'm impeccable in the way that I am. In fact, that I just can't worry. I can't have that extra added bullshit of deciding which way I go with somebody based on what their social media is showing me, what it looks like, what people are saying, what people are liking. Same with my social media account. If you really do truly like my stuff, like it, comment, say something. But you won't find me trolling or looking at your stuff because it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is how you're treating me, your actions. So I never go looking at that kind of stuff, but Spirit, I'm calling forth, hey Dollface, nice to see you, honey. I'm calling forth Maharaj's most trusted and most strongest spirit guides about their twin flames. Should they just stop looking at their social media? That's a lot of cards. But Spirit says yes in this Hermit card. You should stop looking at it. And the Hermit is about an entity, an energy. Like, think of Merlin when you think about the Hermit card. There's nothing to give it to you but you. There's nothing outside of you to give you what you want with this person but you. What are you looking for? Just go to them and say, hey, this is what I want. How do you want to operate around it? I've been looking for someone special like you. Okay? Doesn't mean pull away from them. Doesn't mean that they don't like you or care about you. But the social media thing will drive you absolutely crazy. So many people put all their eggs in one basket thinking that if someone they like likes their stuff on social media, is looking at their stuff, watching their stories, leaving comments, that means something. Nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. Okay? So, give your relationship with your twin flame a meaning and stick with it. What do you want to happen? And let that energy serve you. You know, I really like to focus on, connections with people. I really do. But them liking my stuff, commenting, DMing me, watching my stories, it doesn't matter to me at the end of the day. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't matter to other people. And if it means something to other people, that's fine. Everybody's different. But my relationship status on Facebook doesn't mean shit. And neither does anybody else's to me. What matters is how is someone treating me face to face. What are their actions towards me? I would rather get a cryptic message from a guy I like through their artwork than even a like on, my Instagram. I would rather somebody communicate with me in an artistic form than even like, you know what I mean? Like if they're not able to express themselves outside of, social media, at least let me know that you see me. It's great, but I don't take that kind of stuff into accountability as to how somebody really thinks or truly feels about me. If they respond great. If they like, great. It's an extra added bonus for me. Okay, I love it. But it's not something that is going to tell me, my third eye, that they're the one when I know they're already the one, whether they're liking, commenting, watching, following. You know what I'm saying? What's happening face to face? What's happening with their actions? What's happening between our actions? Are we respectful of each other? Are we caring of each other? You see what I mean? So I hope that helps. I've been through my twin flame journey there and back again, beginning and end. I'm done. I'm over. It's done. It's over. Okay, we're not together. All right, and I refuse to watch him with such a toxic situation. I can't watch it. It hurts too much. So I refuse to watch it. And sometimes I see it because it pops up. You can't ignore a man like that for very long. But I've learned to not let it get to me. And at the end of the day, I know that person loves me. I know they think the world of me. And they show me in their own way. And that's what's important to me. Okay? Whereas some people, those comments, those likes, they really get off on that. And that's fine. Different strokes for different folks. Anyways, I hope that this live has helped you guys. If anybody has another free yes or no, let me know because I'm about to end the live because I'm going to be doing another live in about an hour and a half or so. And I need to go eat dinner. Excuse me. So welcome, Veronica. Thank you for choosing me to do your tarot card readings. I appreciate it. It's very generous and kind of you to leave me a donation today. All right. Well, I'm gonna go, guys. Thanks so much for coming by. Thank you for your subscriptions and your likes. Thank you so much for your time, your questions, and coming here to the chat tonight to hang out with me. I'll be back in a little bit, maybe around midnight or so, to hang out with you guys, do some more tarot card readings, and we will do REM Pod and Spirit Box. See if we can get anybody or anything on that to talk to us tonight. And with that, sayonara. Music is sacred.